Do you see the robin? Oh, this is perfect. I just want to share with whoever needs to hear this right now. I'm thinking deeply about the importance and the definition of our happiness. And what does it mean? And for me personally, happiness is defined by I, who, how, when, why I share my time, my space, my energy, my freedom, and my flow. I get to define that. And this is the most important things I feel we need to come to, and define it your way. How do you want to spend your time? Do you value time alone? I certainly do. Do you spend your time reading? Are you watching Netflix? What are you doing with each? We all have the same amount of time. What are you doing with each minute? And what are you thinking about and feeling about, and all of it, right? With your time. Who are you sharing it with? How? Why? I love looking at that now and getting really clear about it, and then knowing exactly where your boundaries need to be. Where do you say no? How do you say yes to those things that are going to serve you and your life with how you are spending and sharing your time? That's time. Then my space. I really, really got clear years ago about what I wanted to manifest as my space, and this is it. I needed nature. I wanted to be surrounded by the trees. I knew that I needed a little cabin, my little Zen sanctuary where I could shut off the world and just truly be me, with me, in my time, space, energy, freedom, and flow. So that was important to me. And now that I'm here, I'm extra protective, and I want to get really clear on how I can allow this space to serve me, to help me rise, and how can I share it with all of the right ones who will come and benefit from me obtaining and this space, and being really clear about who, how, why, when, right? All of it around my space. And that's my energetic space too when I go out into public. Just being really clear about my intentions and where my boundaries are if I am going to cross paths with those around me, and that's okay, but it's really protecting my space, being aware of my energy level and how much I have to give, and I don't, have to do anything that doesn't actually serve my best interest, because if I'm putting me first, then this allows me to be able to give my best always to others, right? Instead of it being in any way a self-sacrifice. So that's been amazing. Time, space, energy, freedom, and flow. Energy. My energy, and getting more and more into energy healing and understanding that we're one with source, and that when we let go of our attachments to control, right? In our mindset, in our life, in others, in let go and just truly come into our center and our energy and our here and now and our reality in whatever way we choose to see that through our perception and our attitude and our mindsets. This is surface level on all of the energy stuff, but it's really important. Again, who, how, why, when am I sharing, and what am I spending my energy on? In no way, shape, or form am I sacrificing anymore, and will never really have, my energy for dollars. I made sure that anything I have ever done was from my heart. I loved it or I left it. And for as long as that was, I would stay in any position as long as each day I was waking up excited to go and do that, and work with the children and work with helping others, and all of that was serving me and the minute that I felt, I called it my flame. If my flame was starting to go out in any way, shape, or form, if I was starting to feel like this isn't working for me in any way. And there were times where I was at the top, like I was really doing well. I didn't need to leave that position, but my fire, my energy wasn't the same anymore. I wasn't on fire. It wasn't my cowbell. I have a cowbell and I shake my cow. I love the sound of cowbell. It makes me so happy. I love cowbell. And that's what I want to feel every day in me. That yeah, like it's so exciting to be able to feel thrilled and full of joy and excitement about whatever it is that I'm giving my energy to. The minute it isn't doing that anymore, I'm out. I'm changing. And I've done it many times, sold everything and just went to the next adventure. That's another story. But it's amazing how honoring your energy can empower your life. And that's where happiness is. Just listen to, is it making you feel good? Right? And it's okay to say, no, it's not. And then not be afraid of change and uncertainty and staying unhappy over the uncertainty, right? The minute that you open the doors to a new opportunity, things will happen because you don't know what to expect, and therefore you're open and things are going to happen, and wow, every time. Just don't stay stuck over uncertainty. Honor your energy. So that is energy, and freedom and flow is next, and that hand in hand comes with that. If you're honoring your energy, then you can be in that freedom and flow. You're not constantly going to look at freedom and flow. Look around you, and especially if you're in nature like this, like every day the trees are changing and growing, and right, and so are we. And if we're not in that flow and in that freedom to be able to grow and to change, then we're going against it. And that resistance is exactly what causes disease and all of the other negative ailments, whatever you want to call it. Stress, anxiety, depression, on and on and on, right? It's just all of that energy, freedom, and flow being totally sacrificed because of the, I have to, well, what if? I should, all of it, right? Those are pressures that we put on ourselves that didn't even come from ourselves. Someone told us that. That's another episode I should do about the who said, question everything and decide if it works for you in your reality, which is your choice of how, what, when, why, all of it, your time, your space, your energy, your freedom, and your flow is your choice. And I believe this is the definition of happiness. When we get this clear and we say no to everything that isn't exactly how we choose to define our happiness. Make sense? That's my perception. And it's a very surface level, but I will start to make more videos about how I see life, because it's left field and I love it. And I want to stay outside of the box. And I really, really enjoy my freedom and flow. It's fantastic. And it keeps growing. So I'll share with you the things that I'm doing and hope that a little tidbit or something can help benefit your life, because you create it. Create your best life. Make today the first day of the rest of your best life. Much love.